down in the car. One time give it all. Bust it open hard. Let me see you drop. Get down in the car. One time give it all. Bust it open hard. Let me see you drop. I fucked up this hustle, yeah, we hustle, but the oh my. I fucked up this hustle, yeah, we hustle, but the oh my. What is my gas? You wanna get flat, you wanna get ride or die. Bust it open hard. Let me see you drop. I fucked up this hustle, yeah, we hustle, but the oh my. What am I saying? DJ I fucked up this hustle, yeah, we hustle, but the oh my. What is my gas? You wanna get flat, you wanna get ride or die. Get down in the car, one time give it all. Bust it open hard, let me see you drop.
But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? So today I'm coming to you guys with another after show. Hold on. Coming to you guys with another after show. Like I said, I am going to do episodes 1 and 2's after show because you guys were begging me to have it. Okay, I lucky didn't want to do it, but since y'all wanted it so bad, I thought, hey, let's just do it. Okay, so Chrisean, you guys went live and talked a little bit about the episode. She talked about why she ended up not hitting the sister in this live right here. I'm pulling it up right now. Please make sure when you guys are coming in that y'all hit that like button, baby. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Okay, so take a look at this live, you guys. She seems like she's in better spirits. One thing about Chrisean, her skin will always look good. I don't know if it's a filter. It does look like a filter that she's using, but a filter could only hide so much. So the girl she be looking good. Okay, I'll say that. All right. So take a look at this live and hear what she had to say. Y'all.
I know y'all seen a different side of me. Do not fight this side. Cause I'm really not like a bad person. And two, I don't really condone hitting family. Like,
there's music playing in the background, but she was basic. Let me see if the music stops, y'all.
But
yeah, she doesn't stop. Okay, so she basically was saying in the live, she was saying how she's not the type to hit family. She was saying that she's hit her brother before but her sister she's never fought before. So she was saying that's something that is like off limits for her. I see y'all not gonna play with me in this live. I see somebody backstage. Their name is DJ Sky daughter. Are you guys really DJ Sky's daughter? Y'all not gonna play with me. oh y'all. Yeah, that's not really my teeth. It's the blue screen. I mean, it's the green screen. But really, okay, I'm gonna start adding callers because y'all on games today. DJ Sky daughter, okay? All right, so my first caller, you guys, is DJ Sky daughter. What's going on, DJ Sky daughter?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, so I got some tea about Tommy.
Wait. This is about Blueface and Chrisean. And are you really DJ Sky's daughter?
Yeah.
You're lying.
I'm not on everything I love.
What's your name?
Unknown.
Y'all just quit playing on this internet. And then she leaves backstage. Okay. All right. First person I'm going to add is E, you guys. This person has been DMing me. I don't know if it's her or somebody, but somebody's been saying, oh, my mom is on baddies. My mom is on baddies. I got the tea. I got the tea. They've been DMing me on TikTok and all that type of stuff. Like, E, what is going on? Oh, this the caller. This the caller that with the legendary reads. Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I am great. Can I talk about what I saw on this episode tonight?
You talk all you want. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, okay, first thing first. This show is making, first of all, I'm not a fan of either one, but this show is really making me look at Blueface in a different light. It really paints Chrisean as the offspring of a crackhead family. So a family that is not educated, a family that lacks common sense. There's mental illness somewhere. There's a strain of it somewhere amongst this family. When she broke down and cried because the family didn't want to show up, and then the brother finally showed up at the bowling alley, I was looking at him and listen, it was confusing to me. Because if it was my brother, it's no way my brother would be excited to meet some man that put his hands on me. Like, my family would not be. I don't understand what was the whole introduction necessary. But what really made me get on Blueface's side is when he asked the brother, well, if she's stealing my money, she's stealing my car, and she's hitting me, what would you do? And the brother admitted to hitting on his baby's mamas. And I was just like, okay, I had to do another analysis to see what was I really looking at here. And then when the rest of the family comes up and the mama comes up, and once I saw the mother, I really knew what the hell was going on here. And Blueface was not trying to meet them. When that woman came up and grabbed Blue from behind, it was given, who are you and why are you touching me? It was very, he was being a diva. He was looking for his phone. He was not trying to interact with these people. But when that father came up and he admitted to beating on his women too, I said, this is a whole pathology. All of these men are beating on women. And what the kicker was, they wanted to act like, well, Chrisean's the princess and this, that, and the third. Chrisean is not a princess. Chrisean is out. She's a banshee. She's out here fighting and doing all of this rigmarole. She's keeping up the mess. And when I started looking at it through that lens, I started thinking, really, she could have gotten all of their lives. She put all their lives in jeopardy, because rule number one for me, you don't call your family unless you're ready to leave. She knew her family had animosity towards Blue. Don't call them knowing that they with the rah-rah, and you know Blue is with the rah-rah, because when Blue kept saying it's on schoolyard, to me those are fighting words in my neighborhood. But I want to go back to this, the brother whispering to the father, getting hyping the father up, and just to get his behind knocked down. When that sister who looks like Chrisean pulled that chain out of her bra, I almost fell out of the bed. I couldn't believe what I was looking at, that she pulled that thing out of her bra and wrapped it around her wrist, you know, just fighting in front of the Hilton. I think that was the Hilton. I can't remember. I've only been to Baltimore a handful of times. I can't remember what the name of that establishment was. But when the brother also said, I'll kill for my sister, but I won't die for her. Oh, sorry, I don't know if I can say that. But when he said, I'll kill for you, but I won't die for you, I was thinking, these men, what type of men are these in her family? And then her bracelet got lost in the shuffle. And she said, I'm looking for my $10,000 bracelet. Ain't none of y'all worth my $10,000 bracelet. I was thinking to myself, well, why did you invite them? You were crying. You had to get them here. It was so important that this man meet your family. And now they're not worth your bracelet. She used those people for a storyline. And that really made me dislike her. I felt like she put everybody's life in jeopardy, and really Zeus played TF out of you, because when the security was holding Blue back, and Blue said, well, why aren't you securing Chrisean when both of her sisters was about to give her a new, they was about to go off. And the security told Blue, no, you're the money. They're not important. They're not important. And then they started laughing at Chrisean and her family. Zeus is playing the hell out of Chrisean. Okay. Did you see that, or was that just me?
I did see when he asked that, and then they sort of looked back, but I watched it twice too, just to see if I missed anything. But I did hear him say, oh, like, we got to protect you, but I didn't really see them laugh at Chrisean. So I may have missed that.
Oh, well, they were laughing. And it could have been when he said, I just bled him out, or whatever Blue said, but they were laughing at Chrisean's family. The fact that this is supposed to be your show, your name is headlining, it comes before Blue. It says Chrisean and Blue. You're the headliner. They're letting you fight, and they're protecting Blue in the corner. You get what I'm saying? Your father over here bleeding all over these people's cement. You out here still in the van, and your sister's out here with her bra and her panties showing. If this was a hot mess, I mean, was it just me, or did you agree with that? I mean, that was trash.
And I was less affected by it because we've seen it all over the Instagrams before. But like, I felt bad for really Blue a little bit, because like you could tell he wasn't trying to fight that man in the beginning. He wasn't trying to fight him in the beginning. But once he hit him, it was game over, and it became schoolyard crip. So I can tell, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, he didn't want no issues. He actually probably wanted to actually talk it out. And this is what I mean why Blueface is very smart. Instead of answering like, hey, why did you put your hands on her? He's like, oh, because she put her hands on me first. He goes, oh, what would you do in my situation? He turns the question around and flips it. You know what I'm saying? It says, haven't you done the same thing? Or like, what would you do in my shoes? And they're not gonna lie, because like,
Blue is an Aquarius. He has the same birthday as me, January 20th. And what I will say, we are smart, but how dumb does Chrisean have to be for your nigga to be standing in front of your family and putting all the blame on you, or you standing in front of him trying to protect you? He's throwing you under the bus, and you bending over backwards trying to protect him. He made her and her entire family look like trash to me. Yeah. I don't know, but the fact that you could get into it with your sisters, they ready to fight you, your father is bleeding, your mother outside looking crazy, and then you go home with this man just to ride on him the same night. You wasted everybody's time.
What do you think of the sister with the orange hair? Because she's giving me clout chaser. She's giving me, I want Chrisean's spot. I want to be the Rock.
I believe that they don't like the way that Blue treats Chrisean. I believe that. I do believe they wanted their camera time, but I also believe they were pissed off. I also believe that sister, when she saw Blue knock that father down and she had to yell at that brother and say, go protect dad, go protect dad. That's when I knew that Chrisean's brother wasn't worth a damn. Why you hyped your father up just to get him knocked down, and then Blue goes and catches him? You're not even that brother. He is pitiful. He is pitiful. He is trifling. I don't want to curse. He needs something. I can't even tell you what he needs right now. But the sister, I want to believe, I believe that she was angry when she said that they're not going to leave Baltimore. I believe she really thought she was going to do something when she snatched that chain out of her bra. But I believe they do. They all want to be famous. I believe they're blinded by it, but I also believe they don't like anybody beating on their sister. I believe it's a combination of both. I like to give them the benefit of the doubt, at least that much, but I believe they're all uneducated where they can't articulate their point. And they really got on TV. Rather than making Blue look like the villain, they made themselves look like the villain, because the show will go on. And how embarrassing is it that you and your family got into this big brawl? But then on next week, I saw the previews, and Blue looks over at Chrisean and said, what's your relationship status? Because I heard that you single. Like, it's just like he playing in your face. Everett, you can't pay no nigga to talk to me like that, especially on camera. I would never be crying over no nigga on camera. What is wrong with this girl? It is so sickening. And we have to stop blaming Blue for everything, because they're profiting. They're all getting money from this. She has to stand up, put on her big girl panties, and handle her stuff. And she said next week I got men in my DMs that are more pulled up. I got them lined up and waiting. So go and get them then. Go be with them.
Because if you guys don't remember, one of the first rappers that kind of slid in Miss Rock's DMs was The Game. Los Angeles Confidential. He slid in the DMs before there was a Blueface ever thought of. So maybe she should have went on in that route. Maybe it would have ended up better. Because I haven't heard too much bad stories about him. I heard a little bit, but not up to Blueface's levels.
Well, one last thing I want to say. I saw on your channel, I believe this was your channel, with Blueface's mom talking about, when I know people really don't like the mom, but I want to say that mom has some type of sense, because I believe Blue was raised better than Chrisean. I believe what the mom says about Blue going to school and her getting him that scholarship, because like you said, Blue is smart.
Oh, yeah.
I think that when that mom said Chrisean has so many spirits and demons inside of her, and Blue is no way he's prepared for that, I believe that, because Blue has such a calm demeanor. I believe that the type of burden that Chrisean comes with is beyond Blue, and he doesn't even recognize it yet. But if I got pregnant by a nigga 3 times in the same year ever, I want you to come to my house personally and kick my ass if I get an abortion 3 times in 1 year. That doesn't make any sense. Don't do this to yourself. Don't do this to your body. Like, I want to give Blueface's mom, I think she gets a short end of the stick, but I believe this is not going to end well. Somebody is going to get hurt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I do agree with you with Blueface's mom. If you guys haven't checked out, and I know she gets a bad rep, Tasha K, her interview with Tasha K made me look at the mom differently, because she really goes into the depths of the amount of sacrifices that she really did to make Blueface the person that he is now. So if you guys watch that interview with Miss Tasha K, it'll make everything will kind of make a lot more sense. So I do agree with that. Yeah.
And I guess the last thing is, this man, I believe it was all strategic, because I believe there's a clip coming up, and I think his name is Whack 100, saying that the more popular Chrisean gets, the more villainized, and I'm paraphrasing, that Blueface becomes, because they blame him for everything, similar to that Whitney and Bobby dynamic.
Right.
I think that this show, they're intentionally going to have us loving Blueface by the season finale, and really looking at Chrisean kind of sideways, just to get us ready for the baddies. Right. I believe they're only going to let it go so far, but I believe they are going to have us looking at Blue with more empathy, and really looking at Chrisean crazy. And I hate that she did that. I hate that she did this show. I don't think it does her any favors. I don't think it did her family any favors. And I hope that she's kept some money to the side to get those tattoos removed, because that is the fool.
That's probably going to be a very expensive tattoo removal.
Of course, but I have homework to do. So Everett, I'm going to let you go. I thank you for letting me come up on the panel. I'm going to hop in the chat.
They live for you. Like, ever since you came on, they were like, "Where's that caller?"
Well, I will be back every Sunday if you're going to be doing reviews. I will be back, and I just love you so much, and I'm so happy and proud of you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, night. And also, I wanted to mention something. I seen in the comments, because I said in my recap that the sister said something to her, and I couldn't make out what she was saying. And I watched it twice, y'all. So don't read me. I watched it twice, and I still couldn't make out what she was saying. But somebody caught it. Let me read what she says. Hold on. Oh yeah. She said, because somebody commented. Okay. And her name is Latifah, the girl with the orange hair, which I call her Tekashi 6ix9ine in my recap. She said, that's the reason I took care of you. That's the reason I danced to put you through track. Let's talk about it. So the commenter said, I think Latifah feels some type of way about providing for Rock only for her to outshine her. And the person said the singing gave very much jealous and cringe. So I'm guessing the girl with the orange hair took Rock in for a little bit when their family was going through whatever they were going through. And the sister has probably always wanted to do music. So the fact that Rock kind of like popped off through music and is now like an influencer and everything like that, I think she feels a little bit of jealousy towards her. So that comment made sense. You guys probably heard the same thing, but I couldn't make out what she was saying because it was just so much going on. All right, next caller is Smitty. Smitty. What's up with the beautiful profile picture? Oh, Smitty already.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Okay. I was about to
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, I guess okay, we can just start with this episode. So I will say the family did give me very much opportunist just because how many people came. That they were deep. I don't know if that was all the siblings, but I don't know, them look like cousins and the brothers' friends. So
the stepdaddy was there.
Yeah, so based off how many people, them people knew they was going to be on camera. So I don't know, but I do feel like it's production too. I don't want to put it all on like based off. I don't want to put it all on like Blue and them like okay,
Yeah.
because based off that van talk in the first episode, they foreshadowed that like for sure that was foreshadowed with them meeting the family, him punching him and all that. Like I don't know. It make me feel like the producers told them to go, well, okay, I need you to talk to Blueface about this and tell him how you feel. And about the whole, okay, I do agree with the fact that, she shouldn't have invited the family if she knew that, they felt the type of way about Blueface. But I don't know. It was just the fact the brother was just, I don't know. He really irked me because you was all in this man's face. Like, oh, hey, oh, yeah, man, you guys are doing well. You guys are blowing up on the internet. I see you guys all over the internet, man. Man, she loves you like crazy. And then as soon as you get in front of the family, man, don't touch me. Like, what? Like, they all gave like very much weird. They were on and off. Because at first, y'all overhearing this man, we finally get to meet you. Finally, then just switch. So like yeah, I do feel like he was attacked. I feel like they could have talked to him in a better way. Cause the way that he was trying to get to them, like all he was doing was trying to have an open mind. And I feel like even with the conversation with Blueface should have known how the conversation with the whole family was gonna go with just his conversation with the brother. He was very closed-minded. He was very much, okay, well, this is my sister. She don't do nothing wrong. Like I understand there's family, but I'm not a yes man. So I always tell people, hey, you wrong when you wrong. So as a brother, you should know it, especially if you claiming that you used to beat women too. Why, like as a brother, you should already let your sister know, look, it's men like they're out there like me or whatever, who I was. You need to don't, if it's self-defense, okay. But the fact that the father, like y'all making no sense telling this man not to put his hands on a woman, and the fact that your father put, y'all all claim it to
Y'all done it yourselves, right?
Exactly. So it's like y'all sound stupid, like y'all wasting y'all breath. And it was just, I don't know. But the first episode was okay. I really don't like the black cuts, the transitions. I feel like, they could use the B-roll like from their photo shoot. What was the whole point of taking the photo shoot with the matching outfits? Use that to put some title over it.
And mind you, second episode, still no confessionals.
Yes.
Confessionals for their show, which is weird because she was filming confessionals long before Batty started filming. So I'm like, what were you filming confessionals for?
Right. Like they could at least be confessionals together if it was a time thing, but just talk about what y'all doing, because I feel like it's making it very, there's no plot, there's no story. I feel like that's really a big thing, like especially the first episode. I was like, what is going on? Like,
remember it's a docu-series.
Yeah, but it's like, they could have started off like, okay, so after a season of baddies, Blueface and Chrisean are taking a tour, or we don't know what they doing. They just coming in, just fashion show this. Like, y'all can at least say they're taking a tour of the city to the clubs and all that, stuff, something like that. But, and then one thing I will say, I will agree with the last caller. This show does not paint her in a good light. Because based off that first episode, it made her seem like she is very reactive, especially in public. Like I know how I am with my friends when they argue with their men in public, in front of me, I get very awkward. So you know how they were arguing at the modeling practice. Them people was just sitting there like, okay. So it's just, especially in interviews, like, they kind of got to work on that, when the, cuss them out in the car type stuff. But I don't know. Other than that, I would
What
say,
did you think of the sisters?
okay, the one with the green glasses. Ooh, I wish her face was not blurred out because I need to see what she gets very. She gotta be the. I don't know. She's the one that's. I don't know her and what Takashi. Takashi, she.
Her name Latifah. I can't pronounce her artist name, y'all.
I don't know. She's very okay. I already knew what it was from her because like she was very cringy when she was singing and all that. She was giving me like she already didn't want to be there when she's singing at the camera. She was giving me like she already know what's gonna happen. Like I already don't want to be on camera, so what's up? Like
Right.
and as soon as stuff happened, you going straight to Chrisean. Like, oh, what's up? Trying to fight. Like, I don't know. And then she was quick to say, oh, well, I'll beat your ass. You know me. I mean, I'm sorry. I'll beat you up. You know me. I'm just like, oh, man. Like, I see where they get it, where she gets it from. And I see why she because she was probably bullied by her sisters, So that's probably why she don't like bullying and stuff like that. So you never know. But I don't know. The mom, she switched up on me. It was the family having. I was just like, what is going? They're very like they all switched up. Like, how you hugging this man from the back? The next thing you know, you charging at him, like. And then the father just had me confused. You doing this whole speech, whole time you talking about you beat women, because I don't know. But I don't know.
I want to hear from the stepfather. I said in my recap, he's the only one I feel like that came and that looked like he had peace. Okay, like he came in peace.
Yes, like because everybody else was, I don't know. At least the girl on the bus was just laughing. The sister who was on the bus at first, she was just laughing, running around like she didn't know what to do.
She like, bleed. What do you mean, bleed?
I will say because she just like, what's going on? She just laughing. But I don't know. We'll see. I just wish this whole episode wouldn't have been dragged out. So I feel like the whole 15 minutes of previews from the first episode could have been cut out. And they could have added this whole episode and that, so we'll see. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I really have to say though. So I think I'll be finishing the season. I will say that. I think
okay. All right. So we gotta subscribe with a stay. That's not the
We'll see after that I'm gone though.
Right. Thank you so much for joining. All right. Because I was looking at the comments, y'all, and I don't pay too much attention to the Zeus comments because I feel like a lot of them are spam. And I was seeing some people, they're like, I want my money back, Zeus. I'm going to cancel. I want my money back. And I just kept seeing that in the comments. So I'm like, oh, shoot. I hope they don't use a lot of subs because of this show because people aren't satisfied of what's going on in the show. I will say this, though. Nap. I'm surprised we haven't seen a whole lot of her. I know we saw her in the first episode, but I'm surprised. This is what I expected. I want to tell y'all what I expected in the show. I expected Natalie to sort of be Chrisean's like friend per se and be like, okay, Rock, we're going to this fashion show. I need you and Blue to get together. I got this guy. He owns all the fly fur coats. Okay. He's in Dubai, the Bay. Like, I was expecting that's how vibe where like she kind of maneuvers Rock through the whole show, but we're not seeing that. So I'm kind of shook low key. Like Natalie's really taking a step back and putting on that exec hat. You get what I'm saying? Am I the only one that's shocked at that or not? Am I the only one? JD said people are mad because they're not getting the narrative they created about Blue. JD, come up so you got something to say. He said, not the fairy godmother. The drama is dopamine to hit them. Blue told her brother he was trying to separate from Rock. Then Rock stole his... Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, see, that makes sense. Because a lot of people were wondering why Blue was blaming the brother for her taking the car. So that's kind of why it makes sense now. I said they were both terrible people. Chrisean's family doesn't recognize any of this as an issue because it's their way of life. They live, breathe, and eat chaos and contradiction. Okay. One thing though, I could tell the dad isn't a good person. I'm really good off of vibes, and I could tell he's not. there's a video out there with one of the sisters. I don't even think she was in the show at all, because she has a lot of siblings. If y'all know the girl, what's that movie called? Cheaper by the Dozen. Ain't got nothing on her. So one of the sisters alleged that the dad SA'd her and did all these things, and another sister, Tekashi 69 girl sister, was saying that sister's a liar and that's not true. The dad never did it, blah, blah, blah. But I could just tell just off of watching this episode that I believe the other sister that wasn't in the show. I'll just say that. Okay, allegedly, and allegedly. Okay. Ronnie said Natalie would never associate with this ghetto. That's because you're right. Because they would have stolen Natalie's Fendi boots. Natalie would have left Baltimore barefoot. Okay, she would have been like, hang around this family, and now I'm missing my Fendi boots. This is crazy. They would have stolen Natalie's Fendi boots, y'all. It would have gone. It would have been gone. Okay, it would have been gone. This is what I'm waiting for, though. When Blueface family start popping up, that's what I want to see. Okay, I want to see the mama. I want to see Jaden. I want to see the sister. I'm more interested in Blueface's family because to me, they're good reality TV versus Chrisean's family. Because Chrisean's family, to me, a lot of them give me clout. The brother, the sister, Tekashi 69, the brother, like, they give me clout. But his family, they give me stars. Okay? Because the mom is funny. The sister's funny. The brother kind of fun. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want to see that. I want to see that. I was so weak. The brother told the father to pop on him, and then Blue knocked him out. Exactly. And what I was surprised, the brother didn't really try to get at Blue, especially after he knocked your dad out. But then again, your dad hit him first. So I think he kind of probably felt like a little guilty conscience about how his dad got knocked out. Plus, he probably seen how quickly he knocked the dad out, so he didn't want that pressure. He didn't want that crip pressure. So, yeah. Someone said, word on the curb, Natalie's family's no better. Word on the street is, I'm the word on the street. Her brother is definitely a clout chaser. Like, imagine hyping up your dad to fight a man your age, child. So 6ix9ine was really in the show, YSL. I know her sister has orange hair, and I can't pronounce her artist name. I think it's called Tashiki or something like that. So I call her Tekashi 6ix9ine because she has colorful hair. So the brother was talking to Lemmy about his rap career. Lemmy doesn't care. And shame on you, Lemmy, to be honest, because for you to, you wanted this scene, so you kind of led them on, probably paid them, couple bands here, but you wanted this scene, so you probably promised him to sign him to Zeus Music, knowing damn well that you're not going to sign him to Zeus Music, and that you just wanted a scene, and that fight was going to be iconic when it hit the blogs. But Mr. Pepper knows what he's doing. He puts a pep in his step in every show that he puts out there, so I'm not surprised. Say, still blind, but I never missed a video. Thank you, Tansy. Thank you. Tebby said, all I'm going to say is Blue did him a big one. I see somewhere, you guys, somebody tweeted that they should put Blue on Bad Boys Club. Listen, imagine Blue fight a whole bunch of hoes. They would have jumped Blue. Blue go on Bad Boys Club, he getting jumped. Because you can't fight him on his own. He's like the Skeletor. He's skinny. His hand probably, he gets a good hit in because all that aggravation from Chrisean goes into that fist. So when he hits, it's gonna actually really hurt. That's why he knocked the dad the heck out. Tekashi should be on South Central Batteries with SoCal Barbie. She at that. We at that. Shout out to SoCal Barbie, okay? LOL Blue on Bad Boys Club. Wasn't the other brother recording Rock make that literal hand made mac and cheese on Thanksgiving? I believe so. I think he was the one that when she was doing the swimming with her hands with the mac and cheese, which is so disgusting, by the way. If Blue goes on Bad Boys, he would be Kurt Franklin's son, secretly focused with his cast members and hiding his sexuality. Ooh, allegedly. Chrisean's family needs to be on Life After Life. Y'all not roasting this girl family. I will say that. The fact, okay, this is what I respect about Chrisean, and I know she gets a lot of flack. She doesn't care what people think. And that's not easy to do when you're a public figure. So, like, the fact that, because I even get, and I'm not no public figure, but like I get mad when somebody try to roast me in the comments. Like I get real bad and get real cute with them too. So it's like, imagine like a whole world knowing who you are, just looking at you, criticizing your every move. You never really see her clap back at people who have things to say about her. And that kind of shows you that she's very confident in herself. So it's like the main negative is just this relationship. If she was out of this relationship, she would flourish like crazy and be probably better career-wise than some of these girls that are out there right now, because she has the charisma for it. She doesn't have the most talent, I'll say that. She's not, out here out rapping the Nickies and everything like that, of course, but like she has the charisma and the spunk. She just needs a lot of work music-wise and get rid of Bleed, and then I think she'll be fine. Before everyone was on her side, now the table's turning because everyone is seeing that she's a villain too. I don't think she's a villain. I think I'm stretching it a little bit with that. I feel as if we're seeing who is the problem in the relationship. But I wouldn't say villain. I think both of them are the villain. I think it's because she knows physically most trolls can't see her, so it's a waste of time to clap back. I feel like in real life, she knows she can beat people up. Yeah, and that's a good mentality to have, because it's like a lot of these people online, they're not going to keep that same energy in person. So it's really good that she has that mentality, because you never see on the shade room clapping back at because celebrities have even shaded her in the comments and all that. Like they clown the heck out of Chrisean, and like she just keeps it pushing. That takes strength. Props to your mama. Seriously. She is a villain and a bully. Watch her season of BGC. I did watch her season of BGC, Trigger Tree, okay? I watched season 1, the full season. She did bully Snow, that white girl, when she pushed her out the chair. I mean, not out the chair. When she pushed her and then Snow ran down the stairs. That white girl, ooh. She was fearful of her life. If you guys haven't watched the first season of Blue Girls Club and didn't get the real introduction of Rock, I feel like you don't really know Rock. You really have to watch the first season of Blue Girls Club to know who Rock is, truly. And then you guys will be like, wow, okay. Okay. All right, we got JD in the building. What is going on?
Hey. I just want to say, first of all, about the episode, shit was crazy on Schoolyard Crib. Now, I just got a question. I just have a question. Why is it that when we see Chrisean do something that, we don't agree with, or something that, is not becoming of her, that anytime somebody brings it up or points it out, we always have to attach Blue to it, but anytime Blue does something, we have no problem hanging him out to dry by himself.
Give us an example.
Like right now, we said I wouldn't call her a villain. I would say they both are, but we can go back in time where there's plenty of times where we've just dragged Blue and never said nothing about her.
I think a lot of people feel like that, and I have a problem with doing that too. And it's only because, let me tell you why. A lot of us feel that Blue, as a person with sense, because we know Chrisean don't have sense, he should know better. You get what I mean? If that makes any sense.
I mean, I get it. It's just funny stuff that I noticed, and I'm not saying you in specific. There's a lot of people that do it, whatever, but it's just funny. I always notice that. I'm like, people want to protect her very often, but then I love how a lot of things get skipped over too. Like people forget how many times this man tried leaving this woman, and she like kept pushing herself on him. He even made a comment about it on this episode, and I've talked about it before. I think the very first live I ever did with you, I came in talking about how she broke into a place he was at, wrote "I love you" in blood on a wall, and So all in all, it's a crazy episode. I just me personally, as long as they keep any stuff out of the show that involves them hitting each other, I don't look forward to seeing that. I hope that's not in there. As of now, the show is moving at a good pace, I would say, honestly. Like, we're only on the second episode and they got people talking like crazy already. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of people that don't like it at this point is because of a narrative that they've already created in their head about Blue, and they're not getting that. But you're only in episode 2. Y'all might get what y'all want in episode 4.
True. And I will say, I don't think they're going to show the hitting because if you guys notice, they didn't show him actually knock the dad out. We see like the edge of it. Right.
And then what's crazy is the view. Okay, so the view they had of him. Now, I'm gonna let a lot of people know. If you ever hear a hood dude be like, "Oh, there you go, right there."
Right.
Get out of there. Move. Don't be the one that they don't be him. Now, when that happened, what was crazy to me was because I remember seeing the actual the little security footage that it came out and how far Blue ran and hit him. But the camera footage made it look like Blue was hella close. So I'm like, dang, that dude fast because he covered ground quick and wasn't even pumping his arms. He was bringing that thing back. So that was crazy.
Popeye, because you know Popeye used to be like, y'all gotta appreciate the visuals I put up for these things.
But yeah, all in all, yeah, it's a good show so far. Because to me it's good because it's showing a lot of aspects. Because I feel like what they're gonna do is right now they're showing like, oh, Chrisean might look like she's a little unhinged. All right, she might be the bad guy for now. Then I feel like it's gonna transition. Like there's gonna be a kumbaya moment, and then it's gonna transition to where we're gonna see the stuff that people don't like about him and things like that. And that way it'll kind of even out to where it will be the whole, okay, they both just ain't, good for each other. Like they both looked bad on the show type thing. But it's only episode 2. So.
Right. Oh, I have a caller who said that they want to talk to you on here. Are you okay with that? It's the one that called earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. What's going on?
Hey, I know I said I had to do my homework, but I had to come back because I have a few questions. Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Well, my first question, you say that, Blue has tried to leave multiple times. And when I came up here the first time, I believe I was like an equal opportunity giver. I think they're both on nonsense. But when you say that Blue tried to leave, the question I have is how does a grown man with financial resources, he has the money, he has the cars, he has the house, how does he try to leave? Explain that to me.
So he actually did leave and had her put out his house or the house that she was staying in with him. She came back, broke into it. There's news coverage on that. So that's not me talking about that one. And then also the plenty times where he's even said, yeah, I'll try to get her to leave my house, this, that, and the third to break up. She'll steal this, she'll break this, she'll do that. Now his fault and problem is going back and letting her do it again because he has this whole I can fix people thing about him. So that's his fault with that.
Well,
but I could also say, how does a man cause a woman? How can we say that he's making her do all these things also in the same breath? Because you can't make this girl do all these crazy things.
You said, how can he make her do those things?
Yeah, because everybody always wants to put it on him with the things that she does, choices that she makes.
I'll tell you why. And I agree. I agree with you 50%. A man can only do what you allow, but we're not going to act like Chrisean doesn't come from humble beginnings. As I said before, she comes from a family of crackheads with the 3rd grade education. Blue is a millionaire. He has status. He has financial resources. And he gave her a $10,000 bracelet, which she thinks is more valuable than every member in her family. So when you say, how is he making her do something? He's dangling this over her head, this success.
That's not him then. With your explanation, it's her family's problem.
Wait just a moment, because he has her under contract.
I
All of
know. I said
booking
that.
fees, all of her booking fees go through him.
Go to
He is
him.
in her pocket. So when you say how is he making her do something, when you control somebody's wallet, then you in essence can control their life. That is a fact.
Which is still a choice that she allows to happen. Now, also with that contract, do you know why that contract was even drawn up and why she agreed to sign it in the first place?
Well, just a moment. If somebody has a contract over your life, I'm talking about your financial stability, how you can survive, where you can live, what you can drive, what you can eat. I'm not talking about how the contract came about. The first question you asked me, and I'm not fussing at you. I'm just I think this is a good debate. But the
Yeah.
first question you asked me was, how can he influence her decisions? How can he make her do anything? That is how he can make her do something. Now, if she was foolish enough to sign it, then she bears
Okay.
50% of that blame as well.
N-
But don't let's not make any mistake about it. He
Now,
is no
now,
victim. He is not
now I would
guilty.
like, now I would like, okay, since you say he's not a victim, I'm gonna go back to my question again. Do you know why that contract was even drawn up as to why she felt like she, in her words, owes him that? But I'll tell you, because she tried to set him up to get robbed and killed. And then when they found out about it, this was her way of trying to make it right. I'll give you everything that I would have took from you. I'll get you could do whatever, da 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 da. Which is why he kept her around. So then it became some pimp hoe type stuff because of what she tried to do to him, which has been proven.
So what's that mean?
What?
What's that mean?
What? That's why the contract was done
No, but what
because
does that
that.
mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah,
Okay,
that
I'm
means
saying that this girl is unhinged already. Y'all keep acting like she's so innocent. She tried to get the man robbed and killed.
I don't think
Wait,
that
so
she's
you're saying
innocent.
the
But
contract was made up so that
The
way
contract was made after that situation because
with the
he was
key in the
like
house, with the key
with
in
the
the
whole
house.
with no with the whole trying to get him set up, and then he
Oh,
was done with her, and they came up with that because he's like, I'm only going to deal with you if this and this now at this point, and she said okay because of what she tried to do to him.
okay. But my retort to that is this. I can't fathom that somebody who was in charge of the schoolyard being that intimidated by being, an attempted robbery and this, that, and the third, not with all those guns and all the resources he has, not the man in charge of the schoolyard. Absolutely
So we're
not.
gonna downplay what she did just because of his gang affiliation. That's cute. Go
Well,
ahead.
I'm going to tell you, like Judge Judy tells those people in the courtroom, after you sleep with somebody, after they have violated you, you have forgiven all else before that. It's forgiven. But what's not forgiven is every booking that she has in the future, he is taking a percentage of her money. The money goes to him first and then her second. So we can't talk. I'm talking about what's
And that's why it was
going
done.
forward.
I'm
This
not
is a
saying I
problem.
agree. I'm not saying I agree. I'm letting you know that's why it was done in the first place, was because of what she tried to have done to him through other people. So it doesn't matter if him being from schoolyard or none of that, because they were gonna come try to rob him. She gave addresses and everything. It was some dudes from Baltimore that she was gonna have set him up.
Well, I still want us to consider anybody who is gang affiliated, who has those type of resources. If somebody is trying to get you robbed, you can handle that because Chrisean is in your domain. She's in your house on the West Coast. You're not in Baltimore. Even if we bring those Baltimore people to the West Coast, they're going to stick out like a sore thumb, just like they did on this television script. They're banshees. They're banshees. And the wet people on the west side can see those type of people that Chrisean grew up around from a mile away. Guaranteed your money back. Can we agree on that?
I can beg to differ only because I'm actually was in the streets and can tell you people can get to where they need to get to you if they want to.
Well, I've been to
That
Atlanta.
don't
I've
mean
been
that
to
don't mean
Baltimore.
nothing.
And I've only been to the West Coast one time, and I'm telling you, I am
Yeah,
aware
I'm from the West
of
Coast.
understood. I'm aware of my surroundings, and I'm telling you, when something I have intuition. I'm not doped up on weed and alcohol every day like the people we're watching on television. And I'm telling you, when something comes into my vicinity that doesn't feel right, doesn't look right, I'm out of there so fast your head could spin. Now you're telling me that if somebody wants to get to you, they can't. Yes, but you have to be very sleuth. You have to be very sleuth because I know how to keep my eyes open. Chrisean is drunk every day, and Blue is on ADHD medication. So you have to really tell me how I cannot believe
So
that.
again, so we're just gonna negate what she did, and just so we could talk about
Wait a
Blue
minute.
again, right?
Wait a minute. I didn't negate. I came on here and I initially said
hmm
Krishan is wrong. She put her family in
No, no,
jeopardy.
no. I'm talking about
All of
the
them, right?
robbing, the attempted setting up of him, because you're
Oh yes,
because
absolutely,
to
absolutely,
put that, to try to play with somebody's life like that isn't cool,
absolutely.
and you're just going right past it, like, oh well, he's a crip, so oh well.
Yes, because once he climbed back into her vagina after that happened, who if he forgave it,
And once she hopped back on his dick, then she should be quiet about all that stuff too, then,
well you
right?
well you haven't heard me mention him beating on her during this segment with you. I'm not mentioning that because once you have sex with someone after that, in my eyes, it's all forgiven. I came up here specifically talking about the money and the resources and the motive
hmm
as to why someone would continuously go back to someone knowing that this is a dead end relationship and the motivation is the resources. It all leads back to money. That is the
Yeah,
purpose of this
and I
show.
know that because I know the root of why all that even started. So, but at the end of the day, you can't. There's ways to get out of contracts. Number one. Number two, she can definitely still choose to not deal with him. So these are still choices. I understand what you're saying, but yet these are still choices. If you're not a strong-willed person, these things will go ahead and take whole control over your life. But yet and still, these are still choices. And
Yep.
then these are all things that were set up in her growing years. We already see how toxic her family is, so we can't keep really just always saying, "Oh, she was fine until him," because that was the narrative as well. I'm not saying you or anybody, any of you two, but I'm saying that was a narrative as well, that people were trying to act like she was just this shining bright star and he just went and dimmed it out. And it's like, no, we're seeing where these root problems come from, and yet people still want to just demonize one person over it, or try to lessen her offenses by dragging him on the side of it.
I agree. I think it's 50-50, but I want to ask you this while I have your ear, since you're from the West Coast.
hmm
You heard about, I mean, well, this is a question. I want to rephrase that. Have you heard about the incident between Chrisean and Blueface's mom and how that all went down? And what do you think about him not defending, still interacting with her? I know I said it's forgiven, and I still believe
Right,
that
right,
he
right.
forgave her for jumping on his mom. But as a
hmm
man, as somebody
hmm
who was not Blueface, you personally,
hmm
I mean, do you,
Um,
would you condone somebody hitting on your mother?
I'm gonna answer that directly first. No, I would not. Um, and the thing is that was weird for me to see too, because people will say, oh, well, you don't know people's family dynamic. I could tell you this: my mother didn't raise me at all, right? I really didn't even have a relationship with my mother until I was 24. There's no one on this earth, man, woman, child, old person, who could hit my mom in front of me and you won't see the devil the next time you open your eyes. So I didn't understand that, and I didn't agree with that. And I even feel like he was dumb for going back to her at that point. But now their toxicity with each other is a dopamine hit for them, because a lot of people don't
Mhm.
realize, people that grow up with a lot of trauma, that trauma is the only way they know how to get a dopamine hit, to even get a rush to feel good or anything like that. Getting that dopamine feel from getting, praises and hugs and things like that wasn't something that they grew up with. So they end up still reenacting all these things and going back to traumatic situations because it's comforting.
I agree. And even when Blue was kissing her at the bowling alley, and he was not even putting his lips on her for real, I was like, he is so embarrassed, and he is playing in her face. But
To,
oh,
yeah.
you sound like Brad
A
Pitt.
part of me feels, oh, I'm sorry to cut you off, but a part of me feels like he was like slightly paranoid too. Like I felt like he knew something was about to happen. He just didn't know when, type deal, as to
Mm.
why he was acting the way he was at the bowling alley also.
Yes,
So
that's
I think it was a
intuition.
mix of both. Like he was
Yes,
embarrassed, but it was also, I think he was paranoid.
I can
Right.
agree. But your voice, you talk like Ras B. That's who you sound like to me. No, really, I'm not being funny.
You guys
No,
are both being mature during this debate, by the way, because like doing that, okay, because I've been wanting to do this for this channel. JD already knows this. I've been wanting to do like a panel. Would you guys be down for that, to be honest, or not? Okay, just comment and let me know. Go ahead, JD.
no, I would do it. That would be fun. That would be fun too. Because I like, honestly, I do like to debate with people. With and I do it a lot in the comments, but I think people think I'm on there being like, when I'm saying certain stuff, and I'm really not. But so that's why I would much rather like to do it like this, where people can see it's just people trading different viewpoints, different perspectives, even understanding perspectives. Because like nobody, like I don't have to agree with somebody to understand like where they're coming from.
Right.
So
And I want to say to you, thank you for sharing that about your mother. I will say for me, I didn't have a good relationship with my father. He was emotionally absent, even though I would see him frequently. But even though me and my father don't have a great relationship, I would never, whether it's on camera or not, allow some man to beat up on my father. And then
oh
I'm going
yeah,
to go
no.
home and ride on him the same night. Some things I just put a
Yeah,
hard stop to. And I agree
that's
with you. There
weird.
are ways to get out of contracts. But when you're dealing with somebody with a third grade education who doesn't know fractions, I don't think that she would know how to get out of a contract.
You're right. You're right on that. Definitely right about that.
Well, thank you, Pierre, for letting me come up.
Thank you. All right. I will drop you again, JD. Any final thoughts? Thank you for
Oh no, that was fun. I yeah, no, that was fun. I enjoyed it, and I still will be tuned in the future.
All right, thank you, JD.
Oh, no problem.
All right. That was my mod, y'all. Okay, y'all probably like, who is that guy? That's one of my mods. Okay, one of my best mods. Okay, next person I'm going to add is Coco. Coco, you here at all? Oh, I'll take Coco there. Okay, next person I'm going to add is Naya. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Hi, my name is Nye.
Nye, what's up, Nye?
Hi, nothing much. So I watched the episode on Zeus, and it was just a lot. Like, it really was a lot to see. So first things first, I want to mention how when Chrisean was emotional in the beginning, we all know Blueface likes to exploit Chrisean emotionally and put it all over the net and for everyone's entertainment. When Chrisean pulled off, he was like, yeah, this is good TV. It's just like, how can you like let a man talk to you like that? I just think that's kind of like madly in love and madly crazy. Like, I don't know. Can you ask me a question? I'm gonna like.
No, you're good. So that's what I was gonna do too. So you didn't like the way that he was like sort of like speaking to her during like the whole episode and everything.
Yeah, and definitely speaking about her, because those were real emotions she was going through with her family, like real emotions, and he's like laughing, like,
right.
Yeah, that's TV.
It did look like this is where he kind of this is where Blueface loses me, because it's like one minute I think he cares, one minute I think he doesn't. When he says, "Are you guys gonna hold them back?" That kind of showed me that he cared about Chrisean a teensy bit. You get what I mean?
Yes, I remember that part. Like after he knocked the life out of her father, he was like, "Why y'all trying to hold me back? Go get her, go protect her." I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cute," but I don't know if it was my asset or go protect her because I care about her. Like, I don't know, because Blueface says weird things. I don't think a man who cares about you would like see you emotional and be like, that's good entertainment. Like, I don't think nobody who cares about you would ever say that to you.
Right. And then, do you think one of the Takashi, I call her Takashi 69, do you think she's jealous of Chrisean by any means or no?
Something about, I don't know, jealous is the word, maybe envious, because her siblings was talking about their music career the whole time. Like when her brother got there, he was like, yeah, I just started doing this music. Like the way he was just going about it was just very awkward. And her sibling, I don't know her name, I don't know how to pronounce, the one with the orange hair. Yeah, the one that favors her a lot, her older sibling. I don't know. It was kind of weird because I don't know if you peeped it. Her sibling, her brother was like, we didn't come the first night because we didn't know what y'all was on. And it is. But the sister was like, oh, we can't miss my show. It was just very weird and inconsistent. So it might be envy or somebody trying to vicariously through Chrisean. That's what I see.
Right. And especially like I mentioned earlier, the comment where somebody said that I guess she took Chrisean in at one point and was pursuing music. So the fact that I think Rock kind of blew up so quickly, it was kind of like it threw her for a loop and maybe embarrassed her a little bit because that's what she wanted.
Right. Well, yeah, I would ever do that to a family member. Like, I would love to see my family members prosper. The jealousy is not cute and it's not healthy.
Oh yes, it's not. Because if your family can't be happy for you, and strangers not. I'll tell you, that's family. The only people that's gonna be truly 100% truly happy for you when they are, okay? Because strangers, they do, but like low key, they want what you got. So yeah. Any final thoughts on this episode?
No, that's all. It was so nice talking to you. Thank you.
All right, not y'all living in the comments with JD talking about the girls are up for JD. Y'all hot in the pants. Look at y'all. I'll crack it up. Okay, so it's like, yeah, Rock will always be a handler, which is so dangerous in this entertainment because people will take advantage. Okay. All right. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below for my replay watchers. Please let me know in the comments about what you guys think about the episode, what you guys thought about the after show, what y'all thought about our healthy debate. Who do you guys think is the real issue in this relationship from what we've seen in the show so far? Do you guys think it's Blue or do you guys think it's Rock? And also, what do you guys think of the fight? Who do you think was to blame? Do you guys think it was Blue or do you guys think it was Rock's fault? What Rock's family's fault? All right, entertainers, leave your comments down below. And we are out, babies.
No personal thing.